parents refused to give me my homeschool transcripts or diploma. So yeah, I moved out of my parents last year. I graduated in 2020. I asked for a year while I lived there if I could have my transcripts and my diploma, but my mom told me she hadn't gotten around to it. Had to leave last fall. Continued to message my mom if I could have them. But she would only text me back pictures of cats she's fostering, completely ignoring my question. Is she legally required to give that to me? Can I report her for it, as she is currently homeschooling my younger brother? Otherwise I'm getting my GED. Edit. I don't mean to imply anything about taking the GED. I'm sorry how I came across. I just found out that I have a criminal record, that's why I can't find employment. I have a criminal record, from a time when I was caught years ago at 1 a.m. one night peeing behind a dumpster in an alley. I was young, stupid, really had to go with no car and no bathrooms available that late at night. 2 cops walked up on me and cited me. I asked them what the charge was, what the penalties were. They told me that if I pay the fine there won't be any legal repercussions and the charge wouldn't show up on my record. After I was charged, I researched the code I was charged with online and it was confirmed to me. Or at least I thought. That no long-term damage as long as I paid the fine. As proclaimed legal professionals were quoting that the code is just a minor charge and wouldn't show up on any permanent document or on my record. I've been struggling to find a job for years. I decided to purchase a background report of myself and sure enough. There it was. Disorderly conduct, criminal offense. Suddenly it all came full circle for me. Employers can see plain as day that I have a criminal disorderly conduct charge. Now I don't know what to do. I won't deny that it was a mistake peeing in the alley. I also won't deny that it was a mistake pleading guilty and paying the fine. I really did believe that it wouldn't ever come back to haunt me, but here I am. Mom went to prison and there's possibly still paraphernalia and stolen goods in the house. I'm unsure which flare fits here, so I'll change it if I'm told to. My wife and I are moving into my mom's house while she is in prison. The only problem is that we have already found paraphernalia and have been informed that the shed is full of stolen goods. I've been talking with my grandmother about how to handle this and we think having the police do a sweep of the house might be a good idea, but we don't know. Would that be a good idea? I don't know what else we could do. We are in Arkansas. If that changes the answers you can give. Any and all help will be greatly appreciated. Girlfriend suicided because of Orthodox parents' emotional abuse on finding out about us. Her father pressing charges on me. Country: India. State: Bengaluru. My girlfriend committed suicide on May 20th by jumping off the 10th floor of her building. Relationship context: we'd known each other for 2 years. We were in a relationship for 9 months. She had been mad suicidal for years. Since before meeting me. Most of it because of her self-esteem issues. She was a twin. Her twin is the perfect Orthodox conservative girl her parents would want. Whereas my girlfriend, let's call her S, fell in love and shit. S always thought that her parents deserved a better daughter and stuff. Mad suicidal. Very low self-esteem. I kept her happy. Our relationship was healthy 100/100s. She was so innocent and naive. I always took care of her, was always there to hear her out when she was suicidal. She told me plenty times that I saved her, and that, if I wasn't there, she would have been gone long back. I kept her happy. I kept her alive. Incident: 2 days before she committed. Her twin found out about us by peeking into her college mailid's Google Photos. College mailid logged in her laptop. Auto-synced media. And she incriminated S to their mum. Her mum traveled from state A and reached state B, where S lives with her 2 roommates. The very next day, S works night shift, 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. The day they found out, they shouted at her the whole day. Slut-shamed her. She's the most innocent, naive, one guy for life kinda girl you could ever see. Her parents knew it too. But they still questioned her as if she was planning to be a whore for life. Emotional abuse: she didn't sleep that day. Went to office by 6 p.m., contacted me from office and let me know everything over G-Meet call. The next day morning her mum reached state B and continued the emotional abuse. They'll speak badly, make her cry, console her and make her cry again. S didn't sleep that day too. Evening 6 p.m. office again. Told me everything. I helped her do her work. Told her that things will turn out alright, and was supportive in every way. I was on G-Meet call till 3:30 p.m. then I went to sleep. S hadn't slept for 2 days now. She missed taking her anxiety meds too as mum was home. Parents do not know about psychiatric medication. They never trusted psychiatry. She had anxiety. Once attempted to hang herself in April. I saved her. Traveled from state C to state B. We live in different states too. To be with her. Had her consult my psychiatrist over call and got her on medication. After I went to sleep by 3:45, S left office by 4. Her mum called and kept abusing her throughout the cab ride to her apartment too. At 4:30 in the morning, that is, she reached her building. Her apartment is in the 10th floor. She went to her floor. She didn't have it in her to go inside the door to face her mum, where she would be waiting with a mouthful of hurtful words. She jumped off the 10th floor. Help. I have all WhatsApp, Discord chats where she says how suicidal she was. How her parents never understood. How they stressed her out. And how much I saved her. How healthy our relationship was. How happy she was with me. Everything. I do not have any chat, message, recording of what she said to me the night before she suicided. It was all over G-Meet call. Now I've been contacted by State B's police. Asked me to come to State B for enquiry because her father suspects me. Help. What should I know? What should I be ready with? Note. Her father is a big shot, he has contacts. Politicians, police, CM missioners, etc., and definitely access to lawyers who could spin the story on me. I am a little scared and anxious. Because though I know that I was 100% not responsible for her suicide, I also know that her father's lawyers can spin the story and paint me the bad one. I need help. Boyfriend watches porn while having sex together. I am now together with my boyfriend for 1 month and we are dating for 6 months. I am 17 and he is 19. My ex-boyfriend was a real asshole. He abused me physically and especially mentally. He made me extremely insecure. At some point I was so insecure when someone said something about my appearance or something about what I am doing that I became super upset and couldn't sleep at all. I am over this and try my best. I am going to a psychologist and she really helped. My boyfriend knows everything and he said he would never do something like that. Sometimes when I am on my period he asks to watch porn together or if he can watch it so he comes more quick. But sometimes he asks it when I am not on my period. I told him I don't feel comfortable but still he asked me a few days ago. I was on my period and I gave him head. And he asked if he could watch porn. I said okay. But then he wanted to jerk off on the porn and I just literally began to cry. He said sorry and he said I am perfect and there is nothing wrong with me. He said he is addicted to porn and doesn't know how to stop. He said he is going to stop watching porn because he is just too addicted. He says he comes quicker when he watches it but he loves my body etc. It's just my ex had exact this problem and it feels as if there is something wrong with me. I think I need to work on my insecurities because another example is I just brought new gym clothes. It was extremely expensive and worked hard for it when I went to the gym with him. He didn't say anything about my outfit. And a few days later he said, "Why don't you buy the sports legging with those things?" He showed me a picture. I really like it and it makes me really horny. Now every time we go to the gym and I see a girl with those things I am really insecure. I told him to buy it for me if he really likes it that much. I cry very fast since I am young actually. Sometimes he makes jokes but it's just not funny for example about my shoes I just bought. He thinks they are really ugly and weird. Or another example, sometimes we walk past a girl with big boobs and he is like, "Big boobs haha," or something like that. Or he looks at another girl her ass. He says he feels limited when he is with me because he can't say everything he thinks because I will be mad. And it makes me sad that he can't be honest with me. So how do I work on these insecurities and is it normal that my boyfriend does this? TLDR. Boyfriend watches porn when he is with me and makes me really insecure.